All right, out here in soybean field here, West Central Ohio again. So these were planted on April the 4th. So we're looking at 38 days ago. And we're on Tuesday, May the 12th. And we got a pretty severe frost slash freeze on Saturday morning. So then it turned around, got drilled again this morning with another pretty good frost. So these soybeans here, looking at them, some of these soybeans, we can see the one right there to the right of my knife. We can see the damage from that frost on Saturday actually moves down the stem. So that little guy obviously isn't going to make it. He was poking up out of the residue around it. And then this one right here to the right, the cotyledons look healthy. Those unifoliates right there, they're all folded up. Those guys look healthy, no frost damage there. So this little guy was poking out from behind the corn stalks. This one was still all covered up. Had to brush the residue back there to find them. But so one of them isn't going to make it, isn't going to become a plant. The other one's still pretty viable. We'll make it through the rest of the summer. We can come over here. You can see we got some soybeans in different stages. So we got some guys that just are starting to crack out there. We got some that came out probably over the weekend. And we can look here, we got a plant right here that's got some damage to the unifoliates. Cotyledons still look pretty decent though. So we start looking at soybeans that have had some frost damage on them. We need to examine the growing points of that plant to try and figure out, is it gonna make it? So we'll dig a few up, take them back to the plant. All right, got back to the truck here, had to jump inside to get out of the wind. I dug up 5 little bean plants here, and we've got a range on these guys going from what looks to be no damage on this one. So you can see the stems nice and healthy, has no damage on it whatsoever. And so those unifoliates don't look like they appear to have any damage either. So plant that's really healthy. And then we've got one here where, you know, the unifoliates don't look very good. Look like they got frosted. But the stem and those cotyledons still look fairly intact. I mean, as we move on down here, the other one might have, well, unifoliates are damaged. Maybe it got down here onto the stem. Then we move on down to this guy here on the right. You can see that that plant's not going to make it. But what about these plants that have a little bit of damage? You know, are they going to be viable plants? Well, on a soybean plant, if you look behind the cotyledons, I don't know if I can show you or not. You look behind the cotyledons right there against the stem, you can see there's a little axillary bud. So even though those unifoliates are damaged, and as long as the damage doesn't get down below these cotyledons, those 2 axillary buds, you could actually take those cotyledons off. Those 2 little axillary buds will kick in, and you'll get regrowth, and you'll actually get a stem off either side of this little plant. So we're just going to wait and see on some regrowth, so we can actually decide which of these plants are going to make it and which ones aren't. It's Tuesday now, judging by the forecast and the fact we got another frost here this morning. Probably going to have to wait till the first part of next week to really get a good estimate on what the stand is going to look like. Go out there and pull a tape and see exactly what we've got final. So if you got frost damage on your soybeans, again, patience is key. You got frost damage on your corn, probably not a big worry on the corn, but again, patience is key to wait and see what your final stand is going to be.